Hey guys, in this video you will learn 10 things to get you started and orientated in Zoom. Think of it as like a beginner tour of Zoom for the most basic and useful functions to get you going into a meeting. To learn how to download, install and create or join a meeting, please view my other video which is linked in the description. This is for the computer version and I'll be doing some videos of the orientation on tablets and phones at a later date. Let's get started. Okay, when you first open Zoom, this is the window that pops up. So let's go to meetings first. And I've already created a meeting and I've got some other devices waiting for me. Okay, we're inside the meeting and we can see here we've got 3 other meeting attendees. Now the first thing you want to do is kind of reposition the Zoom window to match your display. Just makes it for easier viewing. There is a full screen button, but I tend to not use that because it can cause problems later on when you're doing some screen sharing. Number 2, you really want to know the mute button. Now the reason you'd use that is maybe you've got a lot of background noise, kids screaming, dogs barking, and if there's 10 or 15 people each with their microphone on, the background noise can be significantly annoying. So learn to mute that whenever you're not speaking. And then when you're invited to speak by the host or whoever's running the meeting, you just simply unclick that and you're good to talk. Number 3 is stopping your video. If you ever want to nip out for a coffee or a quick toilet break and you don't want to show your screen, just simply stop the video and it's going to show a thumbnail that maybe you preloaded like I have. And simply start the video again when you're ready to go. A quick mention on the yellow highlight here. Zoom's listening and it picks up who is the person that's speaking and it makes them the active speaker. If someone else is speaking, it'll flick over to that. Okay, number 4. There's a toggle here between speaker view and gallery view. Now what this is going to do is when you're on speaker view, which it currently is, it shows the person whoever's actively speaking as the main image and goes kind of zoomed in on that. And it still shows the other participants in the top screen there. If I toggle back to gallery view, that's where you can see all people of equal size. I typically like to go for speaker view when there's one person speaking for a long duration, or if it's a bit of banter, I like to go for the gallery view. This is also the full screen button, which you can put in any time, but as I said before, I prefer to keep it outside of the full screen view. Number 5, it's good to have the chat box open, particularly when you've got more than say 8 or 10 people. Here's where you can type in messages. So instead of actually speaking and interrupting someone, you can actually make a note here and ask a question or give some feedback. I'll just close that down for now because there's no chat happening. Another awesome feature for Zoom that everyone really loves to use is called screen sharing. Now only one person can do this at a time unless you activate multiple screen shares, but that gets confusing, so it's good to just have one person at a time doing this. To do so, hit share screen and then you can either share a particular desktop or an application window. So I'll just click a current edit I'm working on at the moment. So here you can see my editing software. I can talk you through whatever's on screen here. And I've still got the display here of the other participants. And I must remember to stop the share when I've finished talking about it, otherwise the screen will keep being displayed for everybody. Okay, let's quickly talk about audio advice. Now, most people are using the microphone on their laptop or their desktop machine, and it's generally not that great. So if you can invest in even just a cheap microphone to plug in, or you can use your headset from your phone and plug that into the computer. That's also a really good option. I'm going to talk about some advanced setups for Zoom at a later date and also other video conferencing. Okay, number 8 is a cool feature and everyone really loves it. It's called virtual background, which you can find here next to the stop video button. Click this button and choose virtual background. Here you get a few different options, but this is where you're looking at. There comes a few backgrounds built in to the program that you can just select, and that does a really good job of removing the space behind you. Doesn't work so great unless you've got a green screen. So for me, I've got the green screen and I can tell it that I've got a green screen. This defaults as unselected, And you can see the difference in the key there. It doesn't do such a great job, but when it knows it's a green screen, it does a much better job. You can also add a custom image, whether you download it from the internet or use one from your phone that you've sent to your computer, and even add a video. I probably recommend against that because it may slow down the connection for everybody if someone's on a platform that hasn't got such good internet where they are. So I'm going to come back down to this one here. Number 9 is this thing called reactions. So at the moment there's only 2. Give someone the thumbs up and that pops up on the screen, as you can see, or maybe it's a round of applause. Sometimes you can use this if you agreed with your meeting participants. So if someone uses a thumbs up, that means it's like them putting their hand up saying, I've got something to add, I'd like to interrupt. Another tip I have for you is if you are muted, rather than having to press that button all the time, if you just want to temporarily unmute yourself, you can just press spacebar and hold that down. And now I'm speaking, you can see that I'm temporarily unmuted, and let go, and now I'm muted again. Okay, let's just leave that meeting. Okay, that wraps it up for today's video. I hope you learned something from it. Please like and share if you found something useful. And please subscribe and like the video and share with your friends if you think they'd be able to benefit from this. Please have a look at my full Zoom tutorial series playlist here, where you'll find videos on how to look better for video conferencing and 15 top tips you may not have known about Zoom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.